am wearing red to represent periods. Welcome back, my loves. We are talking about periods today. Let's just get straight to it. We're gonna do a whole girl talk today all about how to smell fresh and clean on your period. I wanted to include that I am not a licensed doctor. I am just giving you my tips. I actually got my period for the first time when I was, I think, 11 or 10. I was really young when I got my period, and I have been using so many different tricks over the years that have worked and then some have not worked. And I wanted to include them in this video for you guys today because who doesn't want to smell fresh and clean on their period? I know that this is the time of month where you guys are a little self-conscious about your smell. You don't want to walk outside and somebody to catch a whiff of you and smell straight up fish.
I totally get it, I've been there.
We're not gonna be there anymore. Before getting started, do not forget to subscribe down below if you guys like my girl talks. You guys should definitely subscribe. We do a lot of girl talks on here, and we do the girl talks that nobody else talks to you guys about ever. I get deep into the TMI conversations, so you should definitely subscribe if you want some more scandalous but also very helpful tips. Make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. It would really mean the world to me. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's just get into the video. Okay, so we're gonna get straight to it. So when you have your period and you have a heavy flow and you are starting to, bleed a lot, you're going to need a pad, obviously. Pads are my best friend. I am not going to be talking about tampons too much in this video because I have read up a lot about tampons and them just having bleach and all that nasty stuff and chemicals. I just don't believe should be going up your vagina. I'm not saying that you can't wear tampons or that I've never worn tampons. I have, but as of lately, for the past couple years, I actually haven't worn a tampon and I'm loving it. Pads are gonna be your best friend, and my pads that I like to use are scented pads. Now, if you're a little bit sensitive to that, you don't have to buy scented pads, but I've never found them to be bad in any way for my pH. So I buy the pads that have a little bit of a baby powder smell to them. Put them on the screen somewhere over here, but it's really important that you have a pad that's just constantly being changed throughout the day so that you're smelling fresh and clean every couple hours, and that is just my biggest thing. Obviously, if you guys have been having your period for a long time, you guys already know to use pads, but I just wanted to include scented pads because there's a lot different between a scented pad and a non-scented pad. Scented pads are just gonna give you that extra security that you're gonna be smelling good down there. Okay, so for many years, I have used all types of wipes. If you are just wiping your vagina with toilet paper during your period, I am judging you super hardcore. That is just not enough to keep it clean down there. If you are wiping with toilet paper, you're kind of bringing the blood to your butt, you're bringing it to the sides of your area, and you just don't want that at all. You want to make sure that the area down there looks clean as possible. So I have used many wipes over the years, but I actually have some new wipes that I'm gonna share with you guys right now. So I actually got these sent to me from Heavenly Bottoms. This is not a sponsored video at all. She actually sent me these because my previous sex and hygiene video, which if you guys haven't watched that already, make sure that you watch it. I'll link a card somewhere up here. And it's pretty much just a nice, delicious smelling wipe. It actually comes in this box. And let me just show it to you. They come in individual little towelettes. And the best part is you can flush them down the toilet. So I actually use these because I got my period this week. And they just smell absolutely amazing. It says that it's kissed with calming chamomile flower and soothing aloe vera. They smell really good. They smell like a girl. I love that. So when you have your period, just use some sort of wipe. Just think it's necessary. It's not even like I'm telling you you can buy wipes. You have to buy wipes. You don't have to buy these wipes. You can buy baby wipes. You can buy any type of pH balanced wipe from Target. Any wipe works. You have to use a wipe though. Also on the topic of wipes, let's talk about your butt. When you have your period, you need to wipe your butt. You don't just need to wipe your coochie, okay? You need to wipe your butt because your blood travels to your butt. The fact that you are just wiping your vagina area and leaving your butt the way it is, if you do that, you're going to have blood still down there and it's going to transfer to your panties, it's going to transfer to your pad, you're gonna think you're bleeding more than you are, and then you're gonna be walking around with dirty blood just kind of sticking to your body. Make sure that you do a full wipe from vagina all the way to butt. Keep it nice and clean. This will prevent odor. This will make you smell good. And if you're wiping throughout the day, just make sure that you keep it dry because then you can get a yeast infection. So I'm not saying to like saturate your vagina with wet wipes. Just make sure that you're wipe it nice and clean so that you're not, you know, walking around with blood all over your body. It's just going to make that fishy smell more prevalent. Okay, I think this is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to include it anyway, and it's just to wash your clothes every time you wear them when you have your period. Because even if your jeans or your leggings didn't get blood on them, they're going to have the odor of like the pad or the blood possibly transferring to the pant, even if it's the slightest bit of odor. So every time you wear your leggings or your sweatpants or your jeans, make sure that you put them straight to the wash, get them nice and clean and smelling fresh so that you don't have that leftover blood smell after you wore them. So my best friend ever is this Febreze One Fabric Lemon and Ginger smelling refresher spray. I got this from Target. It was like $5 to $6. You can literally spray this on anything. I spray it all around my room, on my bed, on my couch, on my carpet. But my trick is to spray this on your panties and on your pants before you leave for the day. It's going to leave a nice odor. It's gonna make you smell nice and fresh and clean, because if you're very self-conscious like me and you're afraid of somebody being able to pick up on your scent from the inside, this is going to really just mask that smell. Obviously, like I said, make sure that you're doing your due diligence in the bathroom, but for that extra just oomph to your smell, use this. You don't need to always use perfume. It's not really that great to spray perfume on your privates anyway. So I would say to spray this on the outside of your underwear and also on the outside of your pants, and it will just keep you feeling that much more smelling good, that much more fresh. And I love it. It's never been a problem for me. It's always worked in my favor. So this is my little trick. So another really good smelling good tip is essential oils. Now you're probably like,
Haley, what do you use your essential oils for? What do you put that on?
So I take my Peppermint 100% pure, refreshing aromatherapy essential oil, and I dab this between my legs, I dab this on the outside of my panties, and also on the outside of my pants. Do not put this anywhere near your vagina. You will burn it off. Trust me, peppermint oil is one of the strongest things ever. If you ever want to kill someone, kill them with this. They will die immediately. But the great thing about it is it's so strong. The smell is, it's amazing. I just take it on my fingers like this, or you don't even have to use your fingers if you're afraid of touching your eyes, and you're going to rub it and just kind of put it on the outside of your pants and on the outside of your panties, and it's gonna make you smell like a minty, delicious gum. If you guys don't like gum smells, you can use any essential oil that you want. You can use orange, you can use lemon, you can use tea tree. I love tea tree oil. I like peppermint oil because it just makes me smell like a nice breath of fresh air. So that's kind of my tip for just smelling amazing. When it comes to washing, do not do too extra of a wash. I am super against using very harsh smelling soaps down there. It's going to throw off your pH. I would say to do is when you're in the shower, just go a little bit extra with the water. Make sure that you're running the water between your butt crack, you're running the water between your legs, and you're just getting it nice and clean before you do your nighttime or morning scrub down. You don't want to just take your loofah or your washcloth and just start wiping that area without rinsing it thoroughly first. If you feel more comfortable, you can use a wet wipe, a baby wipe, or any of the wipes that I've talked about today, and you can actually use those before the shower if it makes you feel more comfortable. You want to make sure you clean it a little bit better down there when you're in the shower to prevent yourself from having a lot of blood when you get out of the shower, or just so that your smell is just going to remain pretty neutral. Like I said, no harsh soaps, but just make sure you're taking your time with making sure you clean down there, because you don't want to leave any blood residue behind. Now let's talk about clothes. I know that you guys probably don't want to go out, you don't want to wear cute clothes, but I am going to give you one of my biggest tips when it comes to wearing dresses or skirts and I have my period. So I'm not suggesting for you to wear tampons. We're not going to talk about that today. You can wear them at your own risk. I choose not to. So my tip is this: wear a nice thin cotton panty, put your panty liner or your pad in there, and wear biker shorts that are either really short to the point where a dress or a skirt will cover them, and put your dress on top. Then you don't have to have the fear of bleeding all over something or bleeding out of your underwear onto something. This is gonna give you that extra protection that you need so that you don't bleed all over the place. It will be easy to change in the bathroom. Make sure you bring extra pads and panty liners with you when you go out. But if you really need to wear a dress, just wear shorts underneath. Really thin spandex biker shorts are gonna be your best friend, and it's just going to keep everything tight in there. And make sure you take your essential oil and rub it all over the shorts before you go out so nobody can smell. Eat really clean on your period. Your blood that comes out of your body is mixed with tissues and things that come out from inside, but it also has to do with the bacteria that are in your body. If you are eating good foods like fruit and vegetables and drinking a lot of water, you are not going to have as smelly as period blood as you would if you were eating red meat or drinking milk or cheese, things that just make you not smell good in the first place, because we want to keep the downstairs area really just smelling great, even if it's in its dirtiest state. One more tip for you guys, and it's to keep your downstairs area trim through the bleeding process. This is going to make it so much easier for you to clean your downstairs area. It's going to make wiping it and, you know, changing your pads a lot easier, because if you have long, bushy fro down there, you are going to have a way harder time getting the blood off the hairs. So just keep yourself very trim and clean. It's going to prevent odor, it's going to prevent a mess, and it's just gonna make your period just that much better. If you guys have any more questions about period stuff, leave it down below. I want you guys to all feel and smell your best while going through one of the most annoying times of the month. I am with you, sister. I freaking hate getting my period, but we can make it that much better and that much enjoyable if we just take really good care of ourselves. If you guys like my girl talks, make sure that you let me know down below and tell me any other topics that you guys want me to talk about. I am open for all discussions. I love doing these videos with you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. My channel has grown so much in the past couple months, and it's all because of you guys, and I am so happy and so thrilled that you guys are giving me a chance. It makes me the happiest girl in the world, so thank you. And yeah, just stay tuned for my next video. I cannot wait to see you guys all there. Bye.